Attention passionate Chicago, Bears fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Chicago Bears' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Chicago Bears fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Chicago Bears fans. Let's get to the news in what could be one of the most significant moves of the NFL season so far. There's a buzz swirling around a potential blockbuster trade involving Deron Bland, the Dallas Cowboys' standout cornerback. The rumors are gaining momentum, and if they come to fruition, this could be a game changer not just for the Bears, but for the entire NFC North. Now, I know what you're thinking, Bland. That's a name that's been making waves all year, especially considering how well he's played in 2023, earning All-Pro honors and ranking among the top 10 cornerbacks in PFF's 2025 projections. But what makes this rumor so intriguing is the context: Dallas's struggles on defense, the team's current record, and the Bears' desperate need for a lockdown corner to bolster their secondary. Let's unpack what the buzz is all about. According to sources close to the league, the Cowboys, who are currently sitting at 3-5-1 with defensive stats that are frankly underwhelming, allowing over 30 points per game, might be willing to part ways with Bland. The Cowboys are facing some cap challenges, with about $20 million in cap space as of November 2025, and they're looking for ways to free up some salary, especially to address their offensive line extensions and other needs. Meanwhile, the Bears, sitting at 4-6 with a defense that's been giving up about 26. 4 points per game, are on the hunt for a playmaker who can make an immediate impact. Bland would be that player. His stats speak volumes. In 2025, he's compiled 28 solo tackles, 18 assists, 46 combined tackles, and 1 interception, which he returned for a touchdown. His coverage grade is an impressive 85.2, and his EPA per target is 32, indicating he's extremely effective in coverage. PFF ranks him at 88.0, placing him firmly in the top tier among cornerbacks. What makes Bland such an attractive target is not only his elite coverage skills, but also his durability. Despite playing around 85 snaps per game, he hasn't suffered any serious injuries this season. That's a huge plus for any team looking for consistency on the back end. Now, the Cowboys, in rebuilding mode after some shaky performances and a slump from Dak Prescott, are likely weighing their options. They're reportedly seeking a first-round pick in the 2026 draft in exchange for Bland, a move that makes sense given his value and the team's current rebuild trajectory. The Cowboys are also looking to shed some salary, which could make the trade even more appealing, especially if the Bears are willing to include some future assets or cap relief. So what does this mean for the Bears? Well, first and foremost, it's a seismic shift in their secondary. Adding Bland would immediately elevate the Bears' pass defense, transforming it into a formidable unit capable of shutting down even the most potent aerial attacks. His ability to cover deep routes and neutralize top receivers would be a nightmare for opposing quarterbacks. The Bears' defense, which has been somewhat inconsistent and sometimes vulnerable to big plays, would become more disciplined and dangerous. Imagine a defense that can lock down opponents' top receivers with man-to-man coverage, forcing turnovers and creating more scoring opportunities for the Bears' offense. Bland's presence could lead to an increase of 5 additional interceptions this season, pushing the total to around 13, which would be a massive boost to their turnover margin. His ability to force fumbles and create chaos in the backfield is also a major asset. The Bears, who have been struggling in third down efficiency, allowing opponents to convert on about 36.5% of their third downs, would benefit greatly from a shutdown corner who can force quick incompletions and put pressure on offenses. Meanwhile, the Bears' offense, led by Justin Fields, has shown flashes of brilliance, but needs consistent support from the defense to truly become a playoff-caliber unit, with a current points per game average of around 22.8. The addition of a player like Bland could help the Bears control time of possession by forcing more turnovers and reducing opponents' scoring opportunities. The hope is that, with Bland's addition, the Bears could project a reduction of around 120 yards per game allowed through the air, turning their defense into a true steel curtain that opponents find nearly impossible to penetrate. Looking at the bigger picture, this move could also set the Bears up for a strong push into the playoffs. especially if they manage to turn their season around. Their current odds of making a deep run, which stand at around +4-0, could see a significant boost, dropping to roughly +1,500 in Vegas betting lines. That's a huge shift and indicates how much faith the betting community might place in a team that just added a game-changer like Bland. Data-driven simulations show that such a trade could increase their chances of winning in the playoffs by around 16%, giving the Bears a real shot at making noise in the postseason. And let's not forget the division implications. The NFC North has been fiercely competitive, with the Detroit Lions leading the pack with a strong offense and solid defense. If the Bears can bolster their secondary with Bland, they could challenge the Lions more effectively and even threaten to overtake them for the division crown. It's a contest that's been defined by close games and strategic matchups, and having a shutdown corner like Bland would tilt the scales even more in Chicago's favor. What's truly fascinating about this potential trade is the broader narrative it creates. It's reminiscent of some historic moves that have turned teams into dynasties. Think of it as a catalyst, a spark that ignites the Bears into a new era of defensive dominance. With Bland's elite coverage, the Bears could elevate their entire team, forcing opponents into difficult third-down situations and turning those into quick three-and-outs. That, in turn, would give Justin Fields and the offense more opportunities to score, pushing the Bears towards the playoffs and maybe even a deep postseason run. On the Cowboys' side, this move could be viewed as part of a rebuild effort. They're currently at a crossroads, trying to balance cap space, draft picks, and a roster that's been inconsistent. Trading Bland for a first-round pick in 2026 would be a strategic move to stockpile assets for the future. Plus, it could serve as a signal that the Cowboys are willing to shake things up and accept a rebuild if it means getting valuable draft capital and cap relief. Their defense, which has allowed 277 points in 9 games, needs reinforcements, and clearing Bland's salary could be a step in that direction. Now, looking ahead, if this trade happens, it could reshape the NFC North landscape. The Bears, with their improving defense and the addition of a shutdown corner like Bland, would be a much more formidable opponent. A defense that can force turnovers and shut down top receivers is the backbone of any championship team. It's no exaggeration to say that this move could be the catalyst for a sustained period of success, maybe even a return to the playoffs and beyond. Of course, all of this hinges on whether the trade actually materializes. NFL trades are complex, involving negotiations, cap considerations, and strategic planning. But the mere possibility has fans buzzing, imagining a Bears defense that's more aggressive, more disciplined, and more capable of carrying the team into the postseason. It's a move that would send shockwaves through the league, a statement that the Bears are serious about competing now and in the future. In conclusion, this potential trade for DaRon Bland could be the turning point the Bears need to elevate their defense, challenge division rivals, and set themselves up for a deep playoff run. It's a move that could define the franchise's trajectory for years to come, bringing a new level of intensity and excellence to Soldier Field. Whether it happens or not, the excitement is real, and Bears fans should be ready for a roller coaster ride that might just lead to something special. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Chicago Bears news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Chicago Bears fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Chicago Bears. Do you think this trade will happen? Would Bland make the difference needed to take this team to the next level? I know many of you are dreaming of a dominant Bears defense that can finally match the offensive firepower and bring home a Lombardi. Remember, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Chicago Bears news. The offseason is heating up, and with moves like this on the horizon, the future looks brighter than ever. Let's keep the passion alive, Bears fans, because this could be just the beginning of something truly special.